What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing a location spotlight series, video. This is going to be a 6-part special today. We're going to be doing 6 videos on 6 different communities that we've seen in The Walking Dead Season 7. We're going to be doing a spotlight for each one, and that's for Alexandria, which is going to be in this video, the Hilltop, the Kingdom, the Oceanside, the Junkyard Group, and then finally we will do the big one, the Sanctuary, which is in charge of all the other 5. Now, this one is one of the coolest communities, out there for, a zombie apocalypse. It's really safe. It's just really special, I think, to a lot of people. Of course, even Negan says, man, it's one heck of a place you got here, Rick. Yeah, and it is. It's one of the best places to survive in an apocalypse type of deal. And it's also really cool that they actually built all these houses to make this location from the Walking Dead comic book series and translate it to the TV series form. Now, of course, we first get introduced to this community in The Walking Dead Season 5, Episode 11, and then they basically, after Aaron meets up with them in Episode 10 of Season 5, and then Episode 12, they go in there and they start getting used to things. Of course, Rick meets Jesse for the first time. Rick shaves that big beard of his, and we see a lot of different things going on here. We see, of course, that these characters that have been living here the entire time, like Deanna, Jesse, Ron, Sam, Tobin and some others, and Eric and, that type of deal. Aaron's pretty strong, but, I'd say Aaron's probably the strongest one out of at least the people that were living there prior to Rick's group getting there. But I would say that personally, these people are all sheltered. None of them really know what they're doing, and they're lucky that they've survived this long already. So, it's pretty cool. Rick, of course, fights with Peter. He becomes a constable with Michonne, which I thought was really cool. There's even action figures of them two, as constables. I have the Michonne. I don't have the Rick because I can't seem to find him in stores yet. But he's really cool, and I can't wait to get him here soon. Yeah, these are just really well-established homes. They built them, and this is actually in the same region of where they filmed Woodbury and where they built Woodbury. So I think that's pretty cool that they actually used an older set, and nobody would really be able to tell. At least I wasn't until I found it out on the Season 5 Blu-ray and DVD set. Anyway, so, we end up seeing, of course, No Way Out with all these walkers and everything. We see the big rocket launcher and everything, just so cool. We end up seeing that maybe these people are actually getting a little stronger, as time goes on. Of course, the wolves attack in JSS / Just Survive Somehow episode. That's what that stands for. Of course, we see all the walkers get to the gates and everything, and then they have to fight them, of course, later on. It's a big episode. It's probably one of my favorites that's ever been made for a TV series. And we see the death of course, Jesse, Ron. We see Carl, that gets his eyes shot out. Sam dies as well. It's just a big deal here. And then we also see Deanna die, which then Rick takes over, from leadership from her. And it's just really amazing to see all these different homes, to really see how this community has really grown in the last 2 years that we've seen it as, us fans. We've seen this community grow over the last 2 years. Now, it hasn't been 2 years that our group has been there in the Walking Dead time, but they showed up in, second half Season 5, and we're in the second half of Season 7, so that'd be like 2 years for us as fans of The Walking Dead. And I think compared to the other communities, this is probably one of my favorites. I really like the Kingdom. It's kind of a medieval, community. I really like Alexandria, of course, and the Hilltop. That review will be up next there after this one, a little bit after this one. Yeah, we're doing all these community reviews today because this was a viewer-requested topic, and I wanted to do it. Also because All Out War's coming and all these communities are going to be working together, so I think it's just necessary to kind of maybe talk about each one, and a lot of people want to hear my opinions on which one do I like better, which one is more stronger. We've already done that kind of video before, and it's just a really great community for The Walking Dead, especially, like I said, you'd never guess that they would have built Woodbury here, because to be honest with you, Woodbury was pretty small. It was like one big long street. It wasn't really much, but yeah, and we also see, of course, that their world is, about to get a whole lot bigger, like Jesus says. And now we have tons of different communities, and they're all different, but they're all similar because they all serve the saviors, like Rick says. So, it's really cool, of course. At first Deanna was the leader, and now Rick is kind of taking over because, of course, she ended up dying, of course, by getting bitten and all that kind of stuff by some walkers, and it's just really cool. We, of course, saw Rick kill Peter. We saw Michonne, we, of course, saw Morgan come back. Daryl and Aaron were out there scouting, too, looking for people to bring in so their group can get, even bigger. And I'm honestly wondering, how many people does Alexandria have? I want to know how many people they had, at first when they first got there, and how many do they have now? Do they have more than they did, or do they have less? Because to be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if they had less. Because Alexandria is a big community, and like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if there were less for sure. But also, this is a different community. Like, all the other ones either have, no guns, or medieval, or something unique like a tiger. This one's just kind of a well-established community with probably some of the toughest people out there, of course. And I would say it's just one of the biggest communities out there. And especially in a zombie apocalypse, I would definitely enjoy it a lot. And yeah, I just zoomed into the house there for you guys here. So you can kind of take a little better look at that porch there. It's just a really nice location. So let me know what you guys think about the Alexandria Safe Zone in the Walking Dead television series, and I'll be back for the Hilltop review really soon. I'll see you guys later.